Still charging through the seeding rounds here on the opening day of competition. Fun conditions, the swell dropping off slightly throughout the day, but still plenty of scoring opportunity for the world's best. As we enter heat number 4, which sees last year's event champion and the runner-up to the world title, Lakey Peterson, going up against Sally Fitzgibbons and New Zealand's Paige Hareb. Lakey Peterson, this is her second ride, had a throw away early on. She's going to get caught behind for a long period of time here. Just uses that wave to reset her place in this lineup, but it was a pretty decent wall. Shame she wasn't in a better position to capitalise on that green wall. And she's a surfer that certainly worked hard to evolve her surfing and get back to this level a couple of times throughout her career, as we see Lakey now. So sitting a little further down the line and managing to get a couple of turns done before the end of this ride. So she's been the busiest, 3 waves. Nothing for her competitors, and that'll be her best number.
I'm sure that was a pretty strong point from Mike Parsons, is get out there, catch a bunch of waves, be on your feet.
It plays a big role in why I love doing this, because, you know, to get that kind of positive feedback from all the fans it's the best feeling ever.
Lastly, let's talk about goals. You have 29 event wins.
She's surfing that well. Even in a bad heat, she just has moments where you go, okay, no, nothing to worry about here. And, no, not even happy with her performance, but it was a comfortable victory still. That's how good she is.
Yeah, she just, as she said, just had to be on her feet and didn't want to get caught with the devil. Yeah, here we go. Sally looking to use a priority on this one. Nice wall.
Fitzgibbons putting in plenty of time in this lineup after the event last year. Hung around for about a week. Got very comfortable. Very well-rounded surfer. Has a fantastic vertical approach. Not afraid to ditch those fins. She finishes that one off right there on the inside. So Sally on her first wave. 6-7 will be up there though. Yeah,
coming from behind the section. Good carve, but the wave goes a little bit flat, and then we go through the whitewatery section, gets another good carve there and waits for the inside. Holds up there for a little fin throw.
Was taking the events away from kind of summer, crowded beach, city beach locations and putting it at remote spots with world-class waves.
Yeah, it was, you know, thanks to Damien Hardman, Barton Lynch, back in the day when I was a grommet on the tour, the guys going, hey, we want to go to these exotic places and put contests on.
We'll get back to that in a moment as you see Paige up. She's trying to get herself into this heat. Hangs on for the finish there. So just a couple of turns, but did pretty well on limited space there. Beautiful trophy. And we see last year's event champ up now, Lakey Peterson. Out in front at the moment, trying to get rid of a 5.67. 4.67, sorry. Banging this one right through to the inside. Has looked super switched on this year. That big result just hasn't come yet.
Super tight as we see Lakey keeping busy on this one, coming around. Good little snap. Some opportunity on the inside. Holds the rail through the flat section quite well. Just tries to get a rhythm right for the inside. Taps it off the top. Speed onto the inside with another little off the top coming. Surfing good enough, as we see up and riding Sally, a good open face.
Sally finds a nice steep wall to lay into here. Beautiful drawn out carve to get started. Banks again, using that limited pocket on the wave to generate some solid turns.
Up as we see
Sally keeping busy here.
On the way back out.
A lot of speed. Layback snap, just mixing bigger numbers starting to come through for our competitors. Lakey now. She gets another one, rips through a big carve on the forehand. You look at the competitors out here in the lineup at the moment, Luke. The title contenders all feature heavily when you look at the highest scoring heats. And Lakey Peterson, Sally Fitzgibbons, they're up there. They're in the mix frequently with the highest number. Water, but Lakey not afraid to send it above the lip. And has landed some solid airs in competition before, as we see now. Sally Fitzgibbons, she gets a little air reverse done there.
Is that a credit card air?
Could have maybe slotted a couple of credit cards between her fins on the lip of that wave. Not the biggest air, but still great to see her pushing it. That was a move that she stuck around here at Karamas after the event last season.
Yeah, it is, and here we go. Hits the lip, and great flow through this little air. comes around, heaps of speed, sets it up, just gets it above the lip, and it's a bit more than the credit card, that's for sure, and then comes around, and I like how quick and with a lot of rhythm she did that.
And the ability to pick yourself back up and start a season again. I know all of these ladies have had injuries they've had to overcome. As you see Lakey on this wave, can she come around the section? Oh, does she make that, Ronnie? I'm going to send it back to you.
We don't see it too often, so I wouldn't be surprised if maybe Sally replaces that number. She had a 4 on a previous wave. We'll see what the judges think of it in a moment. But right now we're watching Paige Hareb trying to get herself back in this heat. She'd be happy to chip away at that requirement at the moment. Was looking for a 7.11 out of that wave, but only needs to better a 3.23.
On the outside, the replay. Oh yeah, gets it up on the outside. Wave going a little bit flat, but a couple of carves to stay in the power source. Comes off the top. And then just needs a little bit more to match that first turn. If she could get another turn similar to this one on the same wave, she'll be reducing that requirement considerably. On dry dock on the reef, and then yeah, bummed that you got holes in the bottom of your board.
Well, here we go, Paige chasing the score, needs a 5.48, gets caught behind here, 5 minutes remaining. Lakey Peterson was out the back watching closely because she is in second spot and does not want to be relegated to third position in the dying 5 minutes here. Have just been remarkable. We've seen Medina up against Florence a couple of times now. It's been awesome to watch as we see Paige Hareb still fighting to get herself into second spot here. Needs a 5.48 this wave. It's just taken off again through the inside, and it's allowed a couple more of these backhand hits for the Kiwi.
Yeah, some little bonus section down the end.
Has dropped, and it is a 4.7, not enough, and Lakey Peterson just getting word that she has done enough to progress through to the next round. We're going to take a quick break. More action coming from the seeding round in just a moment, and we'll bring in Joe Tapel and former world champ Martin Potter for the call.